What if the only thing standing between you and a life that actually feels good is a little less busy and a little more intentional? Let's unwrap that, especially today. Welcome to Ditch the Chaos, a podcast for women who are tired of holding their life and business together with duct tape and coffee. I'm Kara Chase, entrepreneur, mom, and recovering people pleaser who's learned the hard way that most productivity advice assumes your day goes according to plan, which we know never happens. On this podcast, we're figuring out how to run your business without running yourself into the ground. Let's get to it. It's Christmas Day as this episode airs, and if you're like me, you're probably in your pajamas and maybe on your third cup of hot cocoa. Or maybe you're hiding in the bathroom for 5 minutes of alone time. Either way, this time of year naturally invites us to slow down and be more present. So let's talk about intentional living. Not as some lofty ideal, but as a lifeline for working moms who are sick of drowning in obligations. This guide is your lifeboat. 7 ways to reclaim control, live on purpose, and thrive as a busy entrepreneur, even when you carry the mental load of an entire family. Number 1, the illusion of busyness. Modern society glorifies the concept of being busy. It's almost a badge of honor to say, I'm swamped or I've been running around all day. Comparisonitis sneaks in when you see the boss babe on Instagram with everything she's done that day listed on a gym selfie. But if you've ever ended a day feeling exhausted yet unfulfilled, it's time to question whether being busy is actually helping you achieve your goals. Many working moms fall into this trap, believing that if every hour is crammed with activity, they must be productive. The truth is, being busy often means you're reacting to external demands instead of pursuing your priorities. You might find yourself saying yes to unnecessary commitments or working on tasks that aren't aligned with your bigger vision. Breaking free from this cycle starts with recognizing that true productivity isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters most. By shifting your focus to intentional action, you'll regain clarity and make meaningful progress. Here are 3 signs that you're falling into the busy trap. You have endless to-do lists with no progress on your most important goals. Feeling accomplished in a performative way and only when you're just doing too much. And saying yes to avoid guilt. The solution is to shift from busy to purposeful. Start by tracking where your time goes for a week. Identify activities that align with your long-term goals and eliminate as many distractions as possible. Number 2, embracing intentional living. Intentional living isn't a buzzword. It's a transformative approach to life that empowers you to align your actions with your deepest values. Too often, we go through life on autopilot, letting external pressure dictate how we spend our time. Intentional living asks you to pause, reflect, and consciously decide how you want your days to unfold. For busy moms, this shift can be a game changer in cutting through the noise of daily chaos. And living intentionally doesn't mean striving for perfection. It's about showing up in your life with purpose and clarity, even if your days are messy or unpredictable. By defining what matters most to you, whether it's more time with your kids, building your business, taking care of your health, you can set a clear path forward. This mindset makes every decision feel more meaningful and replaces overwhelm with a sense of calm control. Here's some steps to get started. Number 1, define your core values. What truly matters to you? Family, health, career growth, all of those? Number 2, set your intentions for the day. Write down 1 to 3 non-negotiable priorities each morning. And finally, reflect. Did your actions today align with your intentions? Adjust where you need to. Number 3, mastering time management. Time management for busy moms isn't about squeezing every minute out of the day or having a color-coded calendar with 15-minute time blocks. It's about creating sustainable systems that work for your lifestyle. One of the most effective approaches is theme day planning, where you dedicate specific days to recurring tasks. For example, Mondays might be for meetings, Wednesdays for creative work, Fridays for errands. This structure eliminates decision fatigue and helps you stay focused with less context switching. Another powerful method is the ideal week framework. This is a blueprint of how you'd like your week to look, making sure that you have time for work, family, and self-care. Unlike rigid schedules, this plan serves as a guide, a touch point, helping you balance responsibilities without overcommitting. Pair it with a weekly review where you assess your progress and tweak your plan so you can stay on track and make room for what really matters. Here's some strategies for time management. As I said, theme day planning helps you reduce task switching by dedicating specific days to similar activities you can group together. Brain dumps help you clear mental clutter by writing it all down and getting them out of your head and organizing them by themes. Ideal week planning is how you design a flexible template for your week that reflects your priorities. Again, it's not perfection, it's a guide. And then doing a weekly review, reflecting on what's worked, what didn't, and adjusting for the week ahead. Number 4, the power of saying no. As a working mom, you're likely familiar with the guilt that comes from turning down requests. Whether it's volunteering at school, attending a last-minute work meeting, or helping a friend, the pressure to say yes is real. But overcommitting not only drains your energy, but derails your priorities. Saying no is not a rejection of others, it's saying yes to your own needs. Learning to say no is a powerful act of self-care. It allows you to protect your time and energy for the things that matter. When you practice saying no with grace, you also teach others to respect your boundaries. This shift enables you to focus on meaningful commitments without spreading yourself too thin. In today's digital world, saying no to social media distractions is just as important as declining unnecessary commitments. Endless scrolling, also known as doom scrolling, can drain hours of your time and leave you feeling emotionally exhausted. By setting healthy boundaries with your devices, you can reclaim valuable time and mental space. Tools like app timers or turning off push notifications can help you stick to these boundaries. Here's how to say no gracefully. Be direct but kind. Say something like, "Thank you for thinking of me, but I can't commit to this right now." Offer alternatives. Say, "I'm unavailable, but maybe so-and-so could help." Reframe your mindset. Saying no isn't selfish, it's self-preservation. Inside Chaos Detox, we have an entire lesson on saying no and boundary scripts to help you practice this. Number 5, streamlining your systems. Disorganization creates unnecessary stress and robs you of time you could be using for other things. When your workspace is cluttered or your digital files are a mess, it's harder to focus, find what you need, and get things done. Systems feel scattered or chaotic and can turn even small tasks into frustrating hurdles. Streamlining your systems isn't just about tidying up, it's about creating efficiency and ease in your everyday life. From organizing your workspace to automating repetitive tasks, small changes can have a big impact. By eliminating friction, you'll find it easier to stay on top of your responsibilities and focus on what truly drives your work forward. So here's some tips for streamlining. Declutter your workspace. A clean space reduces stress and boosts focus. Optimize your digital tools. Use apps like Notion or Asana to centralize your tasks, your project management, and your schedules. And automate repetitive tasks. Leverage tools like email filters and calendar reminders so you don't have to think about the small things all the time. Number 6, nurturing self-care. Self-care often gets pushed to the bottom of the list, especially when you're juggling work and family. But neglecting your well-being is a recipe for burnout. Prioritizing self-care doesn't mean spending hours on a spa day. It's about finding small, consistent ways to recharge your energy. For busy moms, self-care can be as simple as creating a morning ritual that grounds you for the day ahead. Whether it's 10 minutes of journaling, a walk, savoring a quiet cup of coffee, these moments of intentionality fuel your productivity. Remember, self-care isn't selfish, it's the foundation for showing up as your best self. And here's some self-care strategies for busy moms. Like I said, those morning rituals start the day with activities that nourish your mind and body. Weekly check-ins. Assess your energy levels and schedule rest when you need it. Micro moments of rest. Take 10-minute breaks throughout the day to reset. And finally, number 7, cultivating work-life harmony. Not balance, harmony. Achieving work-life harmony doesn't mean splitting your time evenly between work and home. It's not 50-50. It means creating a flow that works for you. For some moms, this might look like working in bursts of focused productivity while the kids nap. For others, it's about setting firm work hours and disconnecting fully in the evenings. What matters most is that you define your vision of harmony and take intentional steps to protect it. Communicate your boundaries to your family and your work team, and be willing to adjust as life evolves. Harmony isn't static, it's a dynamic balance that adapts to your needs and your season of life. Here's some steps to achieve that harmony. Again, define your boundaries. Know when to say no to work and yes to family, or yes to yourself. Communicate openly. Share your schedule and expectations with those around you in your life. And create meaningful moments. Prioritize quality time with your loved ones. Here's your reset and reclaim action step for the week. Choose one strategy from this list that resonates with you. Maybe it's saying no, or simplifying your systems, or starting a tiny self-care ritual, and commit to it this week. One small, doable shift. That's how intentional living starts. Thanks for tuning in. If this episode helped you, hit follow and share it with a friend who needs a little less chaos and a little more calm. For more resources, show notes, and my Chaos Detox course, visit karachase.com. Until next time, I'm Kara Chase, reminding you to keep questioning the rules and making your own.